But I saw the shirt and it just looks like just a standard Western style type shirt. So, why did you name it Good Old Boy?
I'm a fan of country Western music, Waylon Jennings. So, the Good Old Boy is one of his songs. The Dukes of Hazzard. So if you go back to that show, I like that show. I didn't really put a whole heck of a lot of thought beyond that. It was just stuff that I liked and stuff that I felt represented the styles and the patterns. They were
right. You guys make patterns and you make costumes and you sell it and then you make some more, right? And it's supposed to be about creativity and it's sharing ideas. But now the mob is up in arms about the name of this damn pattern. And now they're yelling, white girls, go and get her. For what? For what? I mean, what's the outcome? I mean, what's the end result, right? Because here's the thing, you're still making patterns, right? You're still releasing them. And, this was what, a year ago, 2 years ago? And so
it's almost 2 years. Yeah.
It's almost 2
years. Why is it hitting your community so hard? I don't understand it. I would think this is the last place cancelers would go.
I think it's infiltrated every kind of niche community, especially creative. Creative people tend to think outside the box. They tend to just do their own thing and not really and express themselves in different ways. And by shutting down creativity, by letting this stuff in and controlling creativity, you're controlling people's way to express themselves and you're controlling them. And
look, you're talking to two people, right? I'm the child of Holocaust survivors. It's not like I don't understand what racism can do, but for people to say that the name of a shirt called the Good Old Boy, to expand the definition of racism to such an absurd degree, really trivializes people who have actually suffered, in my opinion.
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. Like when they do these things, the atrocities that have happened for real, true racism, it just minimizes those so much. And it's disgusting. Like it's just so bad because then if something really does happen, you're like the kid who cried wolf, like it just racist. And it just becomes this non-existent, meaningless word. And you can't differentiate from something that's really, truly racist from something like the Good Old Boy or whatever, broccoli, it's insane. And I that's one thing that I dislike the most about this entire movement is the way that they're just mutilating real people's trauma, like real life situations,
You did the right thing because I think what they're always hoping for is, and this is when people get killed off for good, is when you go and you beg for forgiveness and you tell them you're going to go take some time off to contemplate your privilege and you're going to think about your insensitivity. You never come back from that because that's now seen as an admission of guilt and you're done. You did the right thing, which is what I always call the Ricky Gervais method of dealing with the mob, which is saying, F off. I'm going to keep making my jokes. I'm going to keep making my patterns. I did nothing wrong. I think once you play by the rules of engagement of the mob, you've lost the game. You have to reject the game itself to win, if that makes sense.
It does. And okay, so just like I mentioned, like I'm a Christian, I know everybody's not a Christian. Everybody's not going to act in the Christian manner. And that's okay. I totally understand that unbelievers are going to be unbelievers and they're going to act accordingly. So now they want to take this social justice, which is very much religious in nature, and they want to just make everybody, they're trying to convert everybody into this new religion. But I'm not that. So I'm not going to act that way. I don't have to follow your rules.